Hey cheeky chappies, so a number of you guys have been asking me to do a video describing AD. What is AD? Now it's become really popular since Lay the Donkey has been mentioning it a lot on his Twitter account. AD is a phenomenal tool within the software. AD means average decrease. It means that it shows you, so say if it's 30, it's the average decrease percentage wise that the horse has decreased in play. So you take the Betfair SP and then you take the in-play low and then you work out the decrease in price there. And then what we do is we average it out across the last 5 runnings. So to qualify, the horse must have had 5 runnings. If it hasn't had 5 runnings, then it gets a 0 because it doesn't qualify. And so average decrease means the average percentage decrease this horse has decreased in running in the last 5 runnings. Hopefully, I've made that as simple as it possibly can be. Now, I've got a couple of screens up because I wanted to give you an example. So basically, let's go to the races tab and we can see loads and loads of different races. Now here, what we can do is we can average. This is what, if I'm playing race to race, this is what I do. So I will get a race up. I will have a look at the average decrease first of all. And this is not a good example because loads of them haven't had 5 runnings. Novices Chase, where's the handicap? There we go, 250. And then these two haven't qualified yet either. So basically here, we know this horse on average only decreases 16%. But the only problem is here, the Betfair current price is 75. So I wouldn't even look at that. 22s, 25s, 24, 14s. I may have a look at that one. So I open it up and held up, mistake, 5 out. Ooh, interesting. 1 tick. Here, badly hampered first, always in rear slot. Perfect. Here, held up, headway. And just because it decreased 54 ticks, 51%, 54 ticks, 51%, it doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't have got out previously. It doesn't mean that it went down straight away. It could have gone up first of all. So the fact it's held up, headway, 10, ridden, approaching, 3 out. That's interesting for me again. Held up, headway. Track leaders, but only went from 7.6 to 7. 12s. So here, this one is a possibility for me to trade, depending on the price, depending if you want to go that price or not. And so that's how we use average decrease on this one. Again, 31s. And you can see, look, favourite 2.92, average decrease is 61. So you can use that, flip it round and use that for a back to lay, because you're thinking, well, on average, this horse decreases by 61%. Annie Bonnie. Here we go, 5.6 track leaders. Cruise clear. Ooh, I love that word, cruised. 5.61 went to an in-play high of 6.4. Only went to an in-play high of 64. Here, 39%. Held up. Here, held up. So yeah, so you get it. You can use it for both ways. You can use it for a lay to back, or you can use it to find a back to lay. So if you wanted to use it for back to lay, you just click here, and you can see here this horse on average decreases by 77%. That's nuts. What's happened here? Wow. So as we can see, but be careful because these are big odds. So it doesn't take a lot of money to go down from 402 to 95s, 230s to 100s. This is more my style, 50s down to 2s, 21s down to 8s. So just be careful with this one because the average decrease, it's factual. However, what you want to do is just read into the figures a little bit. Like I say, from 400s down to 95s, 50s down to 2.24, 57s, 58s, whatever, then it takes a lot more money. Now, if it only went to 50s down to 20s, I wouldn't be interested because it doesn't take a lot of money to go down from 50s to 20s. Although it's officially dobbed, it doesn't take a lot of money. Right, and so what else do I use it for? So if I go to pace and I go for my races here, again, I get the average decrease. So I can see here, pace. And I can see with a touch of a button, let's do front runners. So the system is telling you straight away that this horse is prominent. This horse is in midfield, and these ones here are held up. And so let's have a look at these average decreases here. He hasn't had 5 runs, so we don't know. See, we don't really know. He's only had 1 run. Here, the average decrease is 45. So let's have a look at this one. Race keenly led, not fluent, held up, headway. Yeah, so you get the idea. So if I'm doing race to race, then I like to have a look at this angle and see that see what basically the Betfair, the average decrease has done. And as we can see, there's only 3 there. So let's just go for a better one here. So our pairs held up. Front runners first of all. Just it's whatever suits you here. And we can see here, this one here, 38%. This one here, 28%. What odds? It means it hasn't had a bet, which means it's massive on Betfair. So that might interest me because it's held up. So 28. So let's have a look at this one. Held up, not fluent. Ooh, perfect. Prominent. 11.8s, 9s. Anyway, you get the idea, Betting Nation. You get the idea. And average decreases on most screens. So, for example, if we go search comments, and we go jump slowly, last 4 runs, 50% and over. And then what we do is we can filter it by whatever you want. Average decrease. Average decrease 1. So again, that one could be of interest to you guys. So yeah, because of this one here, mistakes. Started slowly. Perfect. I haven't seen this one today. So this one for me would be perfect in play trade. I would maybe want to have a look at the replays, but again, you guys don't have to. Started slowly, recovered to chase leads at 1.51. Only went down as low as 1.41. Crazy. Didn't go down at all. Only went down to 5s. So that will be very, very interesting for me. And like I say, it's on most pages. And if you want average decrease, if you want, for example, search comments, jumped well. Last 4 runnings, 50%. Show me horse, no records, there's none there. Smooth Traveller, it's 50%. Smooth Traveller, here we go. So, and then you could do them by average decrease if you want back to lay. And you can see 75%. Oh, interesting. And boom, look at all that green. So again, you can see that this one decreases on average by 75% in the last 5 runnings. So it just gives you, the idea is what I want to do all the time is save you guys time, and it just gives you a little glimpse into the horse's running style and how the in-play markets react to the horse. That's basically in a nutshell. Gives you a glimpse, gives you that little insight. Okay, Betting Nation, thank you so much for watching. A bit longer than I anticipated. I'm going to have to get going. All right, thank you so much. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.